Yo, yo. What's going on, y'all? AC Delvers here. Alberto, the DM. As usual, we have John playing our cleric. We have Dylan playing our druid. Silas playing our sorcerer. And Sean just stepped away. He's playing our fighter. Um, he's back now. Sadly, Nacho, Andres is going to be a little late today. He's got some stuff going on, but he will be on the stream eventually. We are going to get right into the festivities tonight with a last time on D&D. So, last time in D&D, a little somber. The ritual had concluded, and all of our characters had went about making their went about speaking to older Ravengard. Andres making a little bit of a fuss, and now having a feud with the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate. However, he did speak of his visions and how he spoke of seeing Lulu and possibly a past tense version of Zariel, who had fought a demon horde, lost, and Lulu traversing Avernus. Upon reminiscing, Lulu also unlocked a piece of her memory that involved going to Fort Knucklebone, where she had met a precarious duo of Kenku, those two being named Clonk and Chuka. She didn't remember too much, but she did remember where the Fort Knucklebone was and could even see it from Elturel. As she advised the group has now decided to make their way down the post and chain of Elturel down to Avernus proper, traverse the fields, and make their way to Fort Knucklebone, looking for answers based on based on how to free Elturel from its chains or release it and teleport it back to the material plane. While doing so, the characters went ahead and made their amends and rested. They speaking to Zeldris's mom, Farah, and also older Ravengard before leaving. Um, Zeldris having a little bit of a romantic moment with Rhea. Uh, she also having her somber goodbyes to both Lelouch and Odin. You all made your way to the post and began to climb it, as older Ravengard and Farah had escorted you there. You guys also fed Lulu a potion of Odin's strength, to which she now has Odin's strength for about an hour or so. She picks up Magus as Lelouch and Odin make their way on top of the post. Zeldris stands next to the edge, and Skipop being carried by a spectral beholder to which he had summoned using his keen mind. And with that, the group had decided to begin and traverse their way down the trains. What would you all like to do?
Can I make a perception check to see if there's any flying demons in the area?
Yeah, absolutely. So you make your way to the top of the chains with the spectral beholder under you, kind of riding him like Aang's, air bubble. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Wow, that's garbage. 9.
None. Um, from where you are, you guys are really high in the sky.
Hmm.
There are easily, maybe 30 or 40 links before touching the ground. You guys can see what Elturel is currently hovering over the river Styx. Towards the post, like where the other anchor is in the ground, you see, the dots and moving of humanoid like individuals,
Hmm.
and demon and devil like individuals that are clashing there on the land. But from this height, making out specifics is a little difficult.
Well, I don't see. any flying demons around so far. They should be good to go down the chain. You guys can talk too.
I didn't think we were this high up. It's a lot longer of a way down when you're actually on it.
It is okay, well then. Just hold on to me.
My boots are wet. Blood.
Oh.
It is definitely quite disorienting. Those of you that plan on riding the chain, except for Silas, who just made a perception check. So that would be both Odin and Lelouch. Go ahead and make perception checks for me.
5.
5. Lelouch, what'd you get?
Hold up. Yeah, just quick.
Wait. No.
I'm about to say straight 5. Whoa.
6.
Okay. Yeah.
This is mine.
No, Damn. Plus 4.
Ooh.
Damn.
What'd you get?
Perceptions plus 3. Not too much better. 11.
11. That's not bad. Again, it is difficult to make out any shapes or beings down on the floor, like specifics and details, because of how high it is and disorienting to even look at. But what you do notice within 11, as you've climbed to the top of this post and the chain is now linked and spreading to the floor, the chain itself has sort of like these wrought iron spikes that come out of it. Not small enough to poke yourself on it. Big enough to even use as handholds. That would make climbing down a lot more efficient than trying to grab onto a flat, like cylinder-like link. And just to go ahead and give you a reference for the chain itself, again, each link is 30 feet long, 20 feet wide, and it's 5 feet thick. So all of these links are fairly big to be holding down this massive city. Now, how would you all like to proceed?
Yeah, I'm just still riding my beholder pretty much.
And how long does the beholder last? An hour,
That's for an
right?
hour.
You got it. So, Silas, do you take the front here and just begin making your way down
Yeah.
on your hover bike?
Yeah.
So, Silas begins making his way down. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just gonna be like trying to carefully climb down, but not like too slow, like almost like a rock wall. Sort of
Okay.
I have like a good pace while going.
You got it.
Not trying to fall down into the blood war.
That's fair. That's fair. At this height, you would fall down into the river Styx.
Worse.
If it's closer, when you get closer to the post, you're currently on a post. You're about to jump onto the links. When you reach the bottom post is where there is warring going on. Now, you start making your way down Lelouch, just in normal form, taking spike by spike. Odin?
You can swim.
No, honestly, that might be his thinking.
No, oh shit! No.
We're gonna do this carefully. Odin's gonna go really slow with like his eyes closed, just like not looking down, just praying to Torm the entire time.
Okay, got
Very
it.
cautiously going down, as if he messes up once, he's gone.
You got it. So, Odin, you, without looking at the floor, just staring at Lelouch as you both begin to climb down. Zeldris?
I'll climb with them, but worst case scenario, I'll just fall and then
Okay.
throw my wings.
You got it. So Zeldris, you go ahead and also jump onto the pike, the post, and begin climbing down the links. Lulu, being held onto by Magus, is currently just flying overhead of you all, pretty close, staying pretty close to the group and kind of flying down. I believe that's everybody. So you guys begin making your way down. It is brutal. It's hot. It's dry air. Every couple minutes or every like couple seconds or so, you look down and all you see is water of the river Styx. You see hordes of fiends and devils battling it out, blood flying everywhere. Odin?
What color is the water?
The water, I believe, is a sort of white color. Give me one
Yeah.
second. I'll double check.
It's white.
I lied.
Uh,
It is a crimson red.
Oh,
okay, at least it's not.
it's from all the blood.
But it's like it's like a wine type of red. You know, you stain your clothes with wine. Like it's like that type of red. So you guys begin making your way down, and the first minute goes by, and you guys, it's been kind of rough using the handhelds to get down. Those of you who are using the handhelds, which would be Odin, Lelouch, and John. First off, I need you to make actually. What pace are you guys moving at? Normal, fast, or slow?
I'd say normal for me.
Normal.
Odin's doing his best to go normal.
Okay, and John.
I'm gonna say slow because I'm wearing heavy armor. I am not risking no biscuit.
You got it. So you don't need an athletics check since you guys are going normal and slow speeds. Go ahead, however, as you're continuing to touch it, the iron itself that you're touching is almost like not necessarily burning, but leaving this kind of cold energy on your hand. And after it accumulates, it starts to really hurt your fingers. Go ahead and make Constitution saving throws. The you three there holding on. And if you don't mind, go ahead and make them with D&D Beyond.
Okay.
But that happened to be putting on.
It is not poison. Good shit. Good thing for asking though.
8.
8.
All right. Let's see what I get.
Your boy Zell just got a 15.
15. So
9.
9.
We're doing this.
So first off, Zeldris, you take 11. You succeeded, so half. So you take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Would I take 3 because I'm resistant?
Yes, because you're,
Alright.
yeah, so
Just making sure. Just making sure.
Goddamn angel people and all that.
However, the both of you, Lelouch and Odin, after 60 seconds of holding on and moving through, you guys take 13 points of necrotic damage. On top of that, I need you to both make dexterity saving throws. And same thing with D&D Beyond.
Dexterity saving throws.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nice. Nice. 16. Alright.
Sorry to see.
So, what'd you both get?
I got a 13.
Yeah, I'm rolling mine now. Oh no.
You also got a 13.
Okay. So you guys see, as you guys are making your way down, Zeldris, you kind of just shear through the pain and keep moving. And you guys are all moving relatively parallel to each other because of the link's size. You guys are actually able to move closer to each other as you're moving. But you see that both Odin and Lelouch, you guys wince at the pain of having to grab onto this iron, and you look and you see the veins in your hands are beginning to like turn dark, and you both just instinctively lose your grip. And as you both are getting ready to kind of fall and lose your grip off of the link, you guys manage to just grab on barely and pull yourself back on and continue climbing. That's the first 60 seconds.
Well, damn.
Skipop, you are not touching the iron because you're floating on your hover ball, so you are fine. Just making your way up to the front. What's
Okay.
the speed of your beholder?
Give me 1 second. Let me check this. Also, can I make another perception check?
What are you looking for?
Any enemies, like anyone that looks hostile coming towards us?
Okay. Okay. Let me know the speed of your hover ball first.
30.
30. So you're basically, since it's gonna be half movement because it's carrying you, you're moving about roughly the same speed as everybody else.
Alright, cool. And 20 for my perception check, not natural.
Okay. With that, you start looking around Ski Bop, and now being as you're getting closer to the ground, making your way through a couple of the links already, you can see hordes of demons and devils, and there are indeed flying winged devils and demons, spine devils, imps, etc., of the like that are having an aerial battle that seem to be distracted by each other for the moment. But with a 20 perception check, you could getting closer down towards the anchor point. You figure that it would be a lot easier to be spotted.
Um, I'm gonna relay the information of um, what flying creatures I'm seeing, and I'm going to try to suggest that we try stealthing. I'm gonna use that with telepathic speech, so it's gonna be one by one by one.
Okay. Over a period of time, you all receive this message from Ski Pop.
And escape up turns invisible while waiting for your responses.
You got it. What is the group consensus? I would also like to say if you do move at a slower pace, there will be more 60 seconds of ability checks.
Hmm.
Can I pass? Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna do that right now. Actually, I'm still gonna move at normal pace, like
Same.
with the chains.
You got it.
But as we get closer, like Ski Bop said, I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace. Like
Okay.
we get a lot further down.
You got it. So you guys continue on. Another 60 seconds go by, and I need you all to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. Same thing on D&D Beyond. Zeldris, no, just Zeldris, Odin, and Lelouch.
I got a 12.
12, okay.
Do I have to make a stealth check?
You can make
got
one
a
with
six.
advantage. A 6, so you fail Lelouch. Lelouch, go ahead and make a strength saving throw as well.
Dice or
DC.
D&D Beyond?
So
You just wrote through D&D Beyond.
Oh,
I got a 5.
You got it. Give me 1 second. Zeldris, what'd you get?
I got a 19.
A 19. Okay. 1 second on that stealth check. Odin and Zeldris. Odin, you take 3 points of necrotic damage. Zeldris, you take 1. Already calculated all your resistances. Lelouch, you take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And with that, as Ski Pop goes invisible, you guys see Lelouch, who winces at the pain, close his eyes for a second as both his hands come dislodged from the spike. And Lelouch begins to go into it.
I attempt to grab him.
Can I use the book binding to wrap around the chain and like pull myself up?
Absolutely, yeah. I will say it's not an ability check just because you know how to use it. It has the ability of grasping vine. So immediately as you go slipping off and you lose your foothold and you just barely stop touching the link and begin to go into a free fall, you guys see the wood arm begin to appear as Odin, you reach out for him and he reaches out backward, but a vine shoots out and it wraps around the link. And it keeps you taut as Odin, you reach out your hand and begin pulling Lelouch back up to the link. With that, Lelouch, you have avoided almost certain death. This is the first 2 minutes. Now, you guys are Almost halfway. Go ahead and go ahead, Zeldris.
I'm sorry. So since we're halfway there, can I just put my elven cloak hood on?
Absolutely, yeah. You can take a moment and pop your hood on.
Yep.
So now to get to the halfway point, the DCs are now higher. Go ahead and after the 60 seconds have gone by, since you're moving still at a normal pace, go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw for me, boys.
All right. Also, now I'm gonna do pass without a trace.
You got it.
I got a 20.
20 Constitution saving throw. You succeed.
Dylan got a 10.
I got a 5.
Dylan and John, you both fail. With that, I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
All right. I also need to make a concentration check.
There you go. Odin, you go ahead and take, since you succeeded, 3 points of necrotic damage. Zeldris, you take 1 point of necrotic damage. And Lelouch, you take a full 6 points of necrotic damage.
Then I have to do a dex saving throw and another constitution saving throw.
There you go. You got your DC for the con is 10.
I got a 14 for my con save.
So you're good. And a dex save.
Natural 20.
Beautiful. With that, you're used to the damage, so you're able to hold on tight and even maintain your concentration. But as you all are moving in unison, this time, Zeldris, you lose your grip. The heavy armor kind of weighing you down to one side. And you guys see as Zeldris like, what's that one TV show where you got to fit into a slot? I forgot it was. It was on Cartoon Network. I can't remember what name of it. Hole in the wall. Like almost like posing from hole in the wall. He just begins to slide off of the link.
I attempt to grab him.
You attempt to grab him. Go ahead and make a strength. This is athletics check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Natural 20 plus 7.
Yeah.
It was a high DC because of his armor, but with a natural 20 with ease, Zeldris, as you begin to slip, you slide off just a moment, and you, right as you're about to fall head first, Odin grabs you by your foot and begins yanking you right back onto the link. You all effectively making your way down this link without dying.
You only fall if I let you.
And I'm going to shake him.
Okay. Thank you, my friend.
Drops him.
The boot comes off.
You all make your way back onto the link, and at this point, Magus and Lulu are still doing fine. They're hovering roughly above you all. You guys are at the halfway point, and you guys continue to move now. Another 60 seconds go by, and the pain starts to resurge. I need Constitution saving throws.
21 from me.
21.
22 from Dylan.
Beautiful. And Zeldris?
Hold on, my app's acting a little weird.
All good.
Your boy got an 18.
So you all succeed. So those of you who succeeded that don't have resistance take 5, 7, so 3 points of necrotic damage. Zeldris, you take another 1 point of necrotic damage, and you do not need strength saving throws. However, you are all beginning to get fairly tired. As you're moving on to the last 2 minutes of this travel, Silas, you're at the head of the group. You guys are now approaching the post. You're roughly 120 seconds away as you begin to look around. And you guys have, for the most part, cleared the river Styx. So a fall now would lead you into the battle between both devils and fiends and would probably spell instant death for anyone that fell. It causes you a great stress as you begin to look down with the perception roll that you had rolled earlier, the 20. You look down at the post and you see that what makes up the post or the area around the post is what looks like the area where both the armies meet to fight. And you notice that the front of the post is filled with dregs on the demon side and manes. And on the opposite side, you can see bearded devils, marigons, the creature with the battle axes.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can see an aerial fight beginning to take place between multiple different devils that are moving too fast to take account of, and spine devils and all types of manner of imps that are just spraying each other. And with a 20, you see what looks like a massive fiend, or excuse me, devil creature holding a massive, almost like stone like weapon, almost the size of its body, and encaged within it in the center, a imp. It wears this intricate, interesting looking devil designed helmet. As it dishes out orders, it has wings that come out massive. Its skin kind of this like light blue. It's a little rotund, or it's massively rotund, but massive arms, sharpened teeth. The helm, you can't even see the face.
Hmm.
But it seems to be giving orders to the devils as they continue to fight.
Um, with the last person. Well, wait, how many minutes?
You guys have traveled. There's only 2 minutes left in your travel.
I guess there was only 1 minute between. Alright, with the last person I made telepath speech with before I turned invisible, I'm going to tell him that there's a really big demon with a weird imp inside his. What is it? You said like
His weapon.
his weapon. Inside his weapon, it seems like he's probably the commander of the devils.
And you tell that to everybody, or just the last person you had connected with?
Last person, so I don't have to drop my invisibility.
You got it. So, with that, who was the last person? You can just make that decision.
Let's make it Lelouch.
There you go. Lelouch, you receive that information. What you do with that, you can decide. I will also be sending you guys what his weapon and his helm looks like.
Okay, I'm gonna go and I'm assuming it's very loud, so I'm gonna kind of go up close to Odin and Zeldris, and like you're kind of shouting over like at a party.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, things are like blaring, so they're not really gonna hear it. But I'm just gonna tell them it.
You got it. And you guys are pretty you guys are relatively close to each other. So yelling would indeed help. And what exactly do you say to them?
There's a huge demon thing over there. He's commanding. Don't
what the
fuck with him.
Like he's like Lelouch's. He's trying to hide the fact that he's scared, but he's pretty fucking scared considering that he is above a war zone with both sides who want to kill him.
That is absolutely fair. Zeldris and Odin, do you respond?
Okay.
So you guys make your way and continue down. At this point, you're making yourself very close. You go by another 60 seconds, and at this point, you guys are roughly 200 to 300 feet over the fight. And I need you all to go ahead and make Constitution saving throws one more time. Second to last time.
I got a 19.
Success.
Dylan got a 5.
Fail. Dexterity saving throw from Dylan.
Oh, it's a 3.
Also failure. Dylan. Or sorry, not Dylan. Zeldris.
Your boy got a 15.
15. Beautiful. So you succeed. Oh God, this is really big too. Dylan, you take 5, 10, 16 points of necrotic damage. Um, Sean, you take would be so 16 divided by 2, 8 points of necrotic damage. John, you take 4 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Lelouch, you begin to fall.
I try to grab him again.
There.
You both reach over. Go ahead and make athletics checks, boys.
Yeah. Natural 20 plus 7 again. No cap.
Again?
I'm right here. Yeah.
Oh. I got an 8.
It's a 27.
I
27.
was gonna say anything. I was like,
Also,
let's
I'm just
not
gonna
mention it.
I'm just gonna hit myself with a 3rd level cure wounds, considering that I was at 59 health in the beginning of this. Now I'm at 15.
Yep, gotcha, bud. I'm also going to go ahead and send the picture of the individual that you guys are seeing kind of fighting. I'll show you guys that are watching as well. It's kind of hard to check out, but this is the person that is commanding.
Oh my goodness.
I'll go ahead and it's in the chat, so go ahead and check that out.
Ew. Looks like a Dark Souls boss.
Yo, we're taking his weapon.
You know how big he.
As you guys begin to, as Lelouch, you are immediately caught by Odin, this time prepared. You are hanging midair as you touch yourself and begin to cast Cure Wounds as Odin begins pulling you back. But this time, as you fall, I need the 3 of you to roll stealth checks with
I took damage. I have to.
concentration.
Yeah, come. 13. So
13. You do succeed on your concentration check. However, I need all of you to make stealth checks with disadvantage.
Should we roll for the computer or no?
It's up to you. You guys can go ahead and decide.
Can I use the one I rolled for before?
I got a 4.
No, this would be a new one.
Well, with Pass Without a Trace, I got a 14.
Okay.
Let's see, where is it?
With Pass Without a Trace, I got a 19.
Okay.
Thank you, Lelouch.
As for a trace, I got a 12 because I got a 3 and a 2.
Okay. Can everybody tell me that there's individually? So, Zeldris, what'd you get?
19.
19?
Yeah.
Odin?
14.
14. And 13, I believe, for Lelouch?
No, 12.
12.
It was worse.
Silas?
15.
15. That's nice. That's nice. Roll for your spectral beholder.
What stats will I use for it?
Almost got out of that, buddy.
What stats will I use for it?
Did you add Pass Without a Trace, Silas?
Yeah, I got a 5.
It'll be its dex. It's gonna be its dex plus whatever you roll plus 10.
Alright. $15 as well.
You said 15 as well?
Yes.
Okay.
He rolled a 5. He has 0 dex.
I'll go ahead and write 15 for him. And then I need to roll for okay. All right. So at this point, you're making your way onto the lower parts of the chain, almost reaching the post. At this point, you're roughly about 100, 120 feet above the fight. And at this point, you can see much closer that you guys are on the devil's side of the incursion. And there are spine devils that are just flying by, whizzing through, launching spines down at the floor. You guys are making your way, Lelouch, as you were healing yourself and made your way back up. You look down into the crowd and you see that winged individual that Silas had pointed up his head cocks up towards the link. And through the fight, incursion, blood spilled, and fighting, you can't make out what he's saying, but he points his hand up towards the link. To where
those fuckers.
And with that, you see a group of roughly 12 spine devils begin flying in all of your direction. What do you all do?
Yeah,
I'm not going to do anything yet.
I'm just gonna keep climbing at a fast rate.
You got it. Fast paced for you.
I kind of gave Red the ranged weapon.
So, Odin kind of, at this point, you guys can like almost stand on the links. And Odin, you just get up and begin running down the link. Lelouch, Eldritch, what are you doing?
I've also got the sword out.
You have your sword and you take your sword out. Sounds
My
good.
father always told me to stand my ground, but I'm not my father. I'm running away.
Are you running full speed?
Yeah.
You got it. Lelouch, you also begin to almost stand and just, you guys are basically running on the links and like jumping onto the other link and just continuing to sprint fast as you can. Zeldris, what are you doing?
I'll join the running for now.
You're going to join the run, okay?
Yeah.
Fast men
I won't fight yet.
running at high speed.
Silas, what are you doing?
I'm still sitting on Beholder. And
Okay.
going down.
You're invisible, but your beholder is not, just to remind you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Sounds good. So with that, Lulu joins you guys, and her max speed is 120, but with Magus, it's 60. But moving at a very quick speed, it's basically 120. So she is keeping up with you guys, just absolutely blitzing down. As you guys are running, it is much harder to keep your balance while you're running, to avoid the spikes and also not step off of the chain. I need athletics checks from all of you.
See, I knew there's a catch.
16.
23?
Okay. Sounds good.
Yes.
All right, mine is. Fuck.
Natural? No.
It's cocked.
What the fuck even is that? I can't even
Well,
tell.
That was a 19.
I got a 15.
Stuck in the middle of that.
19 and 15.
What the
You guys
Roll it
succeed.
deeper. Oh my god, Dylan.
What did he get?
You got a natural 1.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
I don't think I can catch you a second time.
So you all begin to go into a sprint, bounding, jumping from link to link to link, and your speeds are only about 30 feet. And you're also trying to not fall. The spine devils are catching up to you all. Slowly, but they're catching up. They're roughly about 100 or so feet back. They're gaining every second. You guys are running. Lelouch, on the edge, you almost bend your ankle too far as you go for one of the jumps, and you don't jump far enough. You'd reach out for the other link to try to grab onto it, and you slam into it and fall off.
I try to grab him.
This is different because you guys were not on the link climbing.
Right.
You guys were in full motion, and Odin, you're basically either just landing or in midair.
What about me? Would I be right behind you, Luch?
You guys were moving almost like parallel to each other because there's enough room on the links.
Can I use my arm again?
Okay.
Yes. Almost like
You
like
guys ran
a
away from me.
what's his
You can.
Like Murray Woods from the hit anime My Hero Academia.
No.
You can. But at this point, because of your heightened
I was gonna
stress,
say Pathfinder.
and Pathfinder, you're not, that is true from fucking Apex. Go ahead and make not an arcana check. Make a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
Yes. So just roll and add your spell attack modifier to it. Zeldris?
I'm just using Ice Knife as an example.
Yeah, of course.
I
So
would say if he fails
Uh,
that, could I just jump into him and try to grab him, spread my wings open?
absolutely.
I got a 14.
A 14. Okay.
God, they're gonna see
With
your
that,
angel be so mad.
Lelouch, you and latch on to it and like Tarzan, use it as like a vine and like basically skip that entire link and land on the next link in front of both Zeldris and Odin and just continue running. You all continue running. However, Stylus, or excuse me, Skiba,
Yes.
you're not fast enough.
slow ass.
Me.
The spine devils begin catching up to you before anyone else,
Me.
moving at 15 speed basically.
Me.
And as they begin kind of dive bombing over at Skipop's location, you guys have no idea where Skipop is.
Me.
You guys see Skipop, you just see a bunch of spines begin to like shoot out towards your spectral beholder. What is its AC?
AC is. Boop, 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 boop.
25.
I wish. Um. Spell. Okay, so 15.
It's 15.
Yeah.
Okay. So this will be 2 attacks each. So 24 spines. We'll roll them. I'll roll half and half. So one for 12 and one for 24. Okay. The first set of 12 miss. The second set of 12 hit.
No.
And I'm just going to take the base damage for this, for the tail spines.
Gotcha.
So your beholder takes 84 points of damage.
My beholder is dead.
Silas comes falling down.
Steve up.
No, run.
As you fall off of the beholder, as it's riddled with spines, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for
Okay.
me. And again, the rest of you
Ah.
have no idea where he is.
8.
8. Skipop, you begin falling into the fray.
Can I try?
He's
Can I use this?
yeah, he's invisible. Never mind. I'm gonna just put my hand out like I'm gonna grab something and be like, wait, what am I reaching for?
Something feels off here.
Wait a minute. Why do I feel like I need to catch someone?
What are you doing, Skipop? You are now in a free fall. You land on the chain and you begin falling off of it down on the demonic side.
Can I try using my arms or Hadar to grapple on? This is a grappling spell.
It doesn't emit from you though.
It does. It's directly from me.
One second. The arms do.
Yeah, the dark energy erupt from you and batter all creatures within 10 feet of you. Each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 2d6 necrotic damage and can't take reaction. So next turn,
I think Umberto's thinking of like the one, like the other one, like it's like an area effect of like 30.
Oh, you're thinking of the dome.
All right, I apologize. You're right. Go ahead, Melis, make a spell attack against the chain.
Well, it's save DC.
You said you want to hold on to it, correct?
Yes.
So make a spell attack against the chain. This is very different from. This is a very different use.
I'm gonna use Shockwave because that's my normal thing.
Okay.
First
Yeah.
attack, 20 not natural.
It's 20 not natural.
Yes.
With that, you see the tendrils begin to emit from you, and you manage to shoot one out, controlling the spell in a way you've never done before. Slashing onto it like an octopus and bringing yourself back up. But as you land on top of the link, you notice that you're not invisible anymore.
Ah,
And hovering around you are 12 spine devils.
you know what
You know
I'm
the Piper
doing.
Perry meme?
Say it again.
You know what I'm
So
doing.
you know that Piper Perry meme? Like the 5 black guys.
You're nasty.
Good morning,
You're
fam.
nasty.
I need to see this meme after this
I'll make it.
match.
I really do not.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay. 12.
Initiado. Yeah. Yes.
There's no straight roll.
No.
Oh, that's good. 16.
All right, 25 to 20. What'd you get?
20, not natural. 19 plus 1.
Up, you're up. Oh, hey!
Hey!
There we go.
You thought you roll initiative without me, boys? Hell no. Just in
Beautiful.
time.
Beautiful. Go ahead and roll initiative for me, bro.
Okay.
And while we're doing that, I am going to fixed overlays.
Awesome. 20 to 15. 20 to 15. Dylan?
I got a 16.
16 with Dylan next. 15 to 10.
Sean got an 11.
11 for Odin. 10 to 5.
Your boy Zeldris got a 9.
9. Roll a d4.
All right. I got 2.
2. Okay. Is there anybody missing? Not sure. You're the last one missing. So I assume you had the lowest initiative with a 5. If that makes sense. You got it, bro. Nacho and Lulu will go together. All right. Awesome. With that, starting up on the top of the initiative, Ski Bop, what are you doing?
Ski Bop activates his ring and disengages.
So disengaging is an action.
Disengages.
Yes, it is. Disengaging is an action. I believe using your ring is also an action.
Yes, action. Okay.
So what would you like to do, buddy?
I'll do it in the better stead. Dang. Read. Huh.
You are currently being. So you guys just see almost like when Bruce Wayne first fell into the Batcave and all the bats are kind of going by him and he's in a fever dream. That is essentially what Ski Bop looks like right now. He is surrounded on all sides by 12 spine devils that have just finished shredding his beholder.
I think it's time for a spell that I haven't used before. Actually, wait, how close are they to me?
Fairly close, within 10 feet.
Within 10 feet? Then I'm going to use Arms of Hadar.
Okay, Arms of Hadar. What's the radius?
10 foot, and they have to make strength saving throw of 14.
Okay.
I'm casting it at 3rd level.
I kid you not, they have magic resistance, but I rolled a 14 on my first roll.
Damn.
And their second roll is 19. So yeah, and they don't have a plus for strength. So they do succeed. I apologize. I'll say that was for that was for 6 of them. I'll roll for another 6. The second 6 fail with a 3 and a 5. So 6 of them fail, 6 of them stay up. What would you like to do?
Well, the 6 that fail take 17 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
And the ones that don't will take half of 16. 8.
8. You got it.
And Ski Bop.
What would you like to do, Ski Bop?
Since he's surrounded, and only half of them are going to hit him, hopefully less, he's going to run.
You're going to start running. So the 6 are going to go ahead and make their spine attacks against you.
very sad.
Oh my God, Dylan, you already made it.
Yeah,
Actually,
Three.
wait. Can I
So fast.
face step 30 feet down first and then
Yeah,
start running?
you absolutely. And you can face step 30. What just happened?
Someone got knocked out. Dylan, is your phone?
Yeah, it was my phone.
Please do it back in so I can refix the overlays.
So Dylan will jump back in. However, the first three miss you. The second three with a 20 hit you.
No, wait. I face stepped. I face stepped 30 feet away
Oh, I
first.
apologize. You did face step. Yeah, I apologize. I apologize. So there is no reactionary attack. You do, as you face step, as you immediately disappear, you begin running straight down 30 feet. So you do make it 60 feet away from them.
Yay!
As you guys saw the tentacles begin to appear out of Ski Bop and just start whipping around and slamming into all of the different spine devils, giving Ski Bop a just. There we go. Just giving Ski Bop a moment to get away. Dylan, Lelouch, you're up.
All right. Let me show what I'm gonna do.
And you're rough. You're like 3 links because you did the little Tarzan thing. You're 3 links away from Ski Bop. You're closer to the anchor point.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna cast Ice Knife
What's the range?
at 2nd level. It's 60 feet.
It's not going to reach.
Fuck. You know, I wonder if I can hit them with this. Can I shoot tidal wave at them?
What's the range?
Bitch,
120
me.
feet.
Bitch, me.
Say it again.
120 feet.
120 feet. It'll reach them. It'll get Ski Bop as well.
Oh
So
wait. Do I have a thing?
Yeah, man. You
What's
know,
the
push you
thing?
back into the pit of lava.
All right. Well,
Actually, it's worse than the
let's
pit of
see.
lava.
what would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep watch for any more enemies coming in, and if they come in, I don't know, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna try to shoot a fire thing at them, even though they're resistant against fire. Honestly, I have fucking nothing because
Do you want to make a perception check or do you want to hold a spell?
I'll make a perception check.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Buddy.
Dylan, how do you make him so fast? What's wrong with you, man?
No, he's good. Like he's good.
Why? How did
Like
you make
that-
it so quick?
That was so good.
He has the
He has
ready,
to
bro.
have.
They're just like-
He has to have like a file on his computer just ready with these meme templates.
No, the thing is, I have all the templates like ready, and all I have to do is crop images and place them on real quick.
This guy's a monster.
20, not natural.
20, not natural. You begin looking around and you notice that the devil that had given this order is busy still in combat and directing the commands and legions of devils that are fighting off the demons. You notice with the 12 demons that went over to Ski Bop, you notice that a few of the winged demons are actually making their way and assailing more of the devil forces. And with a 12 or 20, sorry, you notice that with that, there's a slight opening towards the rear of the devils as the power balance has been disturbed.
So there's an opening by the rear of the devils.
There is, in the direction that you're trying to head. And you could possibly land near it from jumping off of the top of the anchor point. You will most likely suffer some fall damage, but
No.
but
Yeah, try
you do with a 20 you see an opening. Anything you want to do with your movement?
I'm gonna do a bonus action though.
Okay.
I'm going to wild shape.
Into.
You know, that's I haven't thought this far, bud.
I didn't think I would make it this far. To be
Honestly,
quite honest.
Odin, you're on deck, by the way.
Think it this far.
Alright, what can Odin do in this situation?
After Odin is Zeldris, so keep
I'm
that
gonna
in
turn
mind.
into
Marker.
Moorbounder.
Okay, so you turn into a
Switch
more
it up,
bounder.
dude.
Anything else?
I
You
know.
good?
Old today.
Anything else?
My speed's 70 feet.
Okay.
Um,
Would you like to
run
move?
and jump there? No, I'm just gonna stay put for right now because I'm trying to make sure my homies are alive.
You got it. Odin.
Alright, Ski Bop went invisible, right?
No.
He is not invisible. In fact, he casts his.
Is he getting swarmed by people?
He's about to be swarmed.
Yeah.
He managed to buy himself a second by unleashing a mass of tentacles to attack all of the spine devils, and then using that to phase step about 30 feet and begin running towards you guys as fast as possible.
With another 30 feet.
So how far away are the spine devils at this moment?
The spine devils are roughly about 100 feet or so.
Okay.
We've had an interesting summit. At least you can say that, though.
I'm gonna do what Odin does best. I'm gonna fucking run.
Which direction are you running?
I'm gonna. Actually, I'm gonna wait until everyone else moves ahead, and then I'm just gonna follow behind them.
So you're gonna hold a dash.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold a dash, and if the spine devils run up on me, would I be able to maybe turn that into an attack instead?
It's either or. You hold the dash or you hold an attack.
I'll just hold the dash.
You got it.
Which
Zeldris.
All right. I'm gonna meet up with Odin and Lelouch, and I'm gonna hold my action if any spine devils or creatures want to get near us. I'm gonna activate Spirit Guardians.
You got it. Ooh, okay. So you hold the spell Spirit Guardians. Just know that if you don't use it, that slot is wasted.
You know what? Let me just activate it now because it'll last for a good 10 minutes. A lot can happen in 10 minutes.
You got it. All right. So you guys see Zeldris begin to activate Spirit Guardian, and the wave and circular pattern of the spectral warriors begin to appear around you all to protect you. Now it's the spine devils. What was the effects if they failed? They can't take a reaction, correct? For Arms of Hadar, Silas?
Yeah, they can't take a reaction.
You got it. As now it's come back to their turns, and they don't need one. The 12 of them begin to glide down to you, Silas, and they don't catch up. They would be 20 feet behind you as you manage to get 60 feet away. But with that 20 feet, they go ahead and launch a volley of spines towards you.
See, you messed up for that.
12 spines coming at you. I'm sorry, 24 spines coming straight at you. I'll roll for the first 12. I rolled a 4, so they don't hit. I'm going to roll for the second 12. Does a 15 hit?
Oh.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to take the regular damage, or you want me to roll for it?
I have a quick question, because in this circumstance, all 12 attacks count as one attack. Would I be able to use Cloud Rune on all of them?
I'd say you'd be able to take out one of them.
Okay, that's not going to make much of a difference. Sorry,
Yeah.
Steve Pop. I love the character. He was very interesting.
What's the base? What's the base damage?
Do you want me to roll, or do you want to base? What do you want to do?
You know what? I think you used base last time and did like 80 something damage, so I'm going to have you roll.
Okay. And this is
damage.
12 of them. So automatically, I'll give you the modifier first. Automatically, you take 20, I think 4. Give me a second. 2 times 12. Yeah, 24 points of damage. How are you looking?
No.
What's your hit points at?
Less than half health.
Okay.
No, at least it's not less than that.
So the first one I rolled 2 1s, so it's at 2. A 2 and a 1, so 5. Ooh, that's a little different. 12 points so far. What's your max hit points right now? I mean, what are you at right now?
17.
Okay. Plus another 4, so 12 on to 16.
16.
And this is only 4 of them.
What the fuck?
So it's definitely going to bring you to what's it called? To 0 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys see as a volley of spikes.
Thank you for not killing my character. You probably could have.
As a volley, I'm saying this is basically like a conglomerate of damage. You guys see Ski Pop immediately get filled with arrows and turn into what looks like a porcupine as he falls and hits the chain and begins to slide over. Nacho.
Oh God.
Andres, Magus, and Lulu. You're currently on Lulu as she's holding you. It's both of your turns. What would you like to do? You see Ski Pop's body begin falling over off of the chain. And from where you guys are, he's roughly about 90 feet or so.
So what I'm confused about, right? So we're on the chain.
Mm-hmm.
Like over like the ravine, essentially, right?
You have now passed the river Styx. You guys are basically over the fight. So the warring battle between devils and demons is where his body is about to fall.
Yeah, it's not
so everyone's currently falling right now.
No. just keep up.
Well, that's funny.
He's getting ready to fall off, and at this moment, you and Lulu are the ones who have a turn to do something. What are you doing?
Let me see. I don't want to leave Ski Pop alone. I might just fall with him, so that he's just not alone on the ground.
That's not going to help at all if you fall with me. It's not.
That's fair. I mean, if you die, I don't want you to die alone. At least.
Think about what you're around. Think of what you're riding. That's all I'm going to say.
At this point,
factual.
Magus, you feel Lulu begin to move, and Lulu just begins speeding towards Ski Pop.
Oh, damn it!
But as she does, you're dropped.
Oh man!
And you begin to fall. She drops you on top of the chain.
Oh.
So I just need you to go ahead and make a dexterity check to see if you can stay on top of the chain.
Hold on. I'm gonna get my real dice for this. I'm not trying to get caught right now. Hold on. I'm gonna get my real dice for this.
They don't help you in this endeavor.
I gotta believe, Zoders, please. I gotta believe.
This would be a dexterity saving throw. So roll and add your dex to it.
+3. Okay.
What'd you get?
That is an 18 +3.
Okay, all right.
I got you good. I got you good, didn't I?
I thought that was going the other way.
I got you good.
You guys see as Magus is dropped, and he literally just lands like an acrobatic straight out the circus, and he's just like, oh, yeah, I'm good. As Ski Pop begins to fly over towards Ski Pop, she has 120 feet now that she drops Andres.
Did you all
What's up?
Did you all see? I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you see the new Black Widow?
What about the people in the?
No, not yet.
Dylan.
I have not. But
you know how Black Widow always lands? It's like that.
Yes, 3-point standing,
Mm-hmm.
3-point stance. But Lulu comes over and she's going to attempt to make a strength check to grab onto Silas's body.
I am a very light person.
Yes, but with Odin's stats as well, she got a 14. With that, she scoops up an unconscious Ski Pop, and she only has 30 movement left. So she bolts back for 30 more feet, bringing her to about 60 feet from all of you. Nacho, do you want to do anything?
So if we're above everything, where are the spine devils? Are they like far down beneath us?
They're further above.
They
From where you
fly.
are, they're up the chains a little bit. They're about 90 feet from you guys, about like up the chains.
That's what I need is 90 feet, 90 feet, 90 feet. I kind of want to try and cast Eldritch Blast, see if we can just hit one of them.
Go for it. They have been injured.
That's also true. I do have the arrows, but I don't want to waste that because I don't think we're gonna.
Yeah, don't do the
I want to save. I want to save the arrows because I only have like how many? Like one of each. Yeah, I want to save those.
You can always recollect them.
Exactly. I want to save them for a bigger fight. All right, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on.
All right, go ahead. There's 12 of them, and there's 6 of them that are heavily damaged.
I don't know. Just pick one that's heavily damaged. I don't know.
You got it. Go ahead and roll the Eldritch Blast. You have 2 strikes with the Eldritch Blast, so roll the first one.
That is also true. First one is a 17.
Hits. Roll damage.
Excellent.
I believe it's a D10.
Second one is a 24.
That also hits. Roll damage for the first one.
All right. That would be 9 damage.
The first one is immediately, you see the Eldritch Blast energy just strike it as it begins and falling out of the sky. Go ahead and roll damage for the second one.
Come on. 6.
6, also enough. And you just like whiz a second one out of the sky, knocking them down from 12 to 10.
Bullseye.
Anything else? Bonus action movement?
Bonus action. Let me see what bonus actions I have that'll be useful in this situation. No, I'm good. I'll leave it at that.
You got it. So you guys all stand where you guys are. Lulu is trying to get back. Ski Pop, I need a death saving throw, buddy. With Lelouch on deck.
I failed.
First fail from you. Lelouch. Lulu is holding Ski Pop, which is 90 feet away from all of you, as you are a moorbounder. But she is making her way in you guys' direction.
Fuck, I really couldn't do much as like a regular person, but I really can't do a lot more now that I'm an animal.
What would you like to do?
How far am I from the land?
Post?
Yeah, like
you guys are only 2 links away.
2 links away? Okay.
So roughly about 60 to 70 feet.
Yeah. Considering moorbounders, like main things are like running and jumping and shit. I'm gonna go and wait, did you say it's 70 feet away?
Roughly 60 to 70, you're not sure.
Okay, well
You're
my
gauging.
movement speed is 70 feet.
Okay.
So you can get to the bottom and towards the clearing where on the what was you said the double side?
Yes.
There was a clearing? Okay. I'm gonna make my way towards there.
You got it. You guys see as the moorbounder just begins full on sprint. You make it to the top of the post and you're now like perched on it looking around and you see the opening. You'd have to use your action to dash though, to jump.
Sure, I'll do that because my jump is 40 feet.
Easy. And with 40 feet, you clear it. You clear the landing with the devils behind you and you just keep running with 30 feet left. You just keep making your way in that direction, but you clear the entirety of the Devil Legion. And that is you, Lelouch. Odin.
With my hell dash,
Yes.
Magus is getting attacked by the devils, right?
No, Magus is right next to you. He just kind of landed, 3-point landing.
Alright, so everyone's next to each other. How far away are the devils?
The bottom link is about 60 to 70 feet, and then you're asking where the spine devils are?
Yeah.
They're roughly 90 feet away from you all, but getting ready to start chasing.
I'm just going to use my dash that I held to follow Lelouch.
You got it. So you run 30 feet down, which puts you about 30 to 40 feet away from the chain, and it is now your turn.
I'm going to run and dash.
You got it. As you jump off, since you're not a moorbounder and you don't have the leap ability, go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
All right, for this situation, I'm going to use a giant smite.
Oh, so you go double the size. You got it. Go ahead and do that.
My help reach further.
That's fair.
mark that
So
off.
you 16 feet.
Well, no, I'm like 11, 12. Right.
Go ahead and make that athletics check for me, boy.
Mark
My
off.
boy.
Fuck is there? Athletic check. Okay, so that's a 17.
17. With a 17, you do pass the DC. You jump, and right before you do, you go giant smite and use the force of you enlarging in your feet to kick off of the top of the giant spike that is holding in the chains, and you just barely clear the top of the back as you just keep bolting, running right after the Moorbounder. Just keep running. Odin, that's you. Zeldris, what are you doing?
Seeing as my boy Ski Bop is out for the count right now, I'm gonna use Healing Word at second level on him.
What's the range?
60 feet.
He is just Lulu brought him just within reach with that 30 feet that she moved. So go ahead and roll that. He's just barely on the 60-foot range.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You recover 11 hit points, Ski Bop.
I will take 11 hit points.
Ski Pop, you come back to life or consciousness. John, you still have a action and movement. What are you doing?
I'm gonna make my way down the chain somewhere.
You got it. You make your way 30 feet down. Do you want to dash to make it to like the top of the chain?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so you dash and you get to like the top point where the anchor is, where Odin just jumped off of, and that's as far as you can get.
All right.
That is your turn, Zeldris. Next up would be the Spine Devils, who are going to begin chasing after their prey, Skipa and Lulu. 10 of them this time, as they begin assailing you again. This time, they choose not to use spines. They choose to attempt to grapple Lulu. So, Lulu and you, Ski Pop. So this will be a athletics check versus Lulu's dexterity. So we'll see how that goes. Damn, where did my
reaction respells?
Sorry, buddy.
By counterspell.
Are you gonna counterspell the grapple? Oh, Lulu does not have the dex I thought she should. All right, well, let's do this. All right. We're gonna do the first 6, and Lulu will do a roll against that. So they rolled a natural 1. Lulu, you just gotta roll over a natural 1. Beautiful. She rolled a 6. And then that was 5, my bad. And then the next 5, we're gonna try to grapple you, Ski Bob.
Okay.
So 5 try to grapple Lulu, and as she's like dodging with you on her, 5 of them will try to latch onto you. So go ahead and make either an athletics or a deck or acrobatics check against their athletics.
I guess I'll do acrobatics. Where'd my dice go? What the? Wow, that's absolutely garbage. 10.
They got a 22.
I didn't have a chance of getting out of it anyway. Even I got that's a 20. I only got 21 out of it.
So with that, 5 Spine Devils latch onto Ski Bop and begin basically a tug of war between Ski Bop and Lulu. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting.
I'm playing tug with my body.
That is them. All right. It is now Magus, you're up. Then Lulu.
This is quite the pickle we're in here. Let me see. Okay. So, I have a new spell that I need to try. All right. This only targets 1, right? Only targets 1. The range. Okay, so are any of them within 90 feet of me?
Yes.
Excellent.
They would all be 60 feet.
No. Whichever one. I'm gonna do this once. I'm gonna cast Hex.
Okay. On just
on just one of them.
Okay. Is there a saving throw or they're just immediately hexed?
They are immediately X.
You got it.
So they take 1d6 extra necrotic damage whenever I hit them. Well, whenever they're hit at all.
Okay, you got it.
And then I choose one ability once I cast a spell, and they have disadvantage on that ability.
Okay, so what is it?
Given this is, huh? I'm gonna make it strength.
You got it. Strength it is.
Sure.
Awesome. Anything else?
And then that is a bonus action. Actually, I forgot to mention that. Hex is a bonus action of all things.
Okay, you got an action.
So I have my actions. Let's see. If they're within 60 feet, I still can't shoot them normally. So I'm just gonna have to hit them twice with Eldritch Blast because that's all I can do since they're too far away right now.
You aim for a couple of the heavy injured one. Go for it.
Indeed. The first one is a 19.
Hits.
And the damage would be incredible. The damage is 10.
10. That immediately takes that one out. Lowers their numbers to 9.
And the next one is a 14.
A 14 still hits.
Ooh, like that.
Still hits.
1 damage. Damn.
Still up.
Hold on. Because it's 1 and then 1d6 because of hex. Let's hold on.
That's yes. If you hit the one, the second one was aimed at the one that was hexed. So go ahead and roll the 1d6.
Incredible. It's a 1d6. So 6 damage because I rolled a 5 on the 1d6.
That would be enough to take it down.
Let's go.
So with that, the one you hexed is dead, and also another one is dead. So you've taken out a total of 4 of the 12.
Thank you.
Now,
leaving 8 left.
As what she did Dex.
Let me check something on Fallen Puppet real quick. No, 30 feet. Never mind. No, that's too far away.
All good, all good. You still have your movement if you want to start moving. If not, you can stay.
So where is everybody else compared to me?
They are running down. They ran about 60 feet down onto the final kind of spike to jump off and just keep running.
Sorry, I'm going to follow them. I'm not going to be left behind. The hell?
You got it. So you just run 30 feet down.
Yeah, and that'll be all.
It is now Lulu's turn. And she is... What is she going to do? Poor Lulu. Holding on to fucking Silas here. What are we going to do? Poor thing. She is going to look over. She's going to look over at them, and she's going to use one of her trumpets.
Ooh.
She's going to use the Trumpet of Sparkles, and they're all going to have to make Constitution saving throws.
It's actually kind of adorable. Trumpet of Sparkles.
They fail with a 5 and an 8, even plus their modifier isn't going to make them succeed. So they fail. And they all take 22 points of radiant damage, which is enough to take all of them out. You guys see as Lulu just turns around and goes, "Let go!" And as she does, she blows her horn. The trumpet then is formed in its spectral form, the wings on the side, as it blows, making a loud sound. A spray of radiant energy comes out as you see as all of the spine devils begin to dissipate and die. As Lulu then uses the rest of her movement to get you past Andres and straight down onto the pit right next to Zeldris.
Yay.
All right. That is Lulu's turn. Ski Pop, your turn.
They're all dead, right?
No, she fucking liquefied them.
I'm gonna keep going down. But I'm going to
at this point, you're at the jumping point. You are literally at the point to jump.
Yeah. I think I have how many?
So go ahead and make an athletics check to see if you can catch up to Odin and keep running. If you fail, you're gonna fall into the crowd of devils.
Can I just go down nicely?
But if you climb down the pit, you're just gonna go right where the devils are.
And how far is it?
It's about a roughly 30 feet jump. Like
Can I use the gap closer to shoot down and just ride down that way?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make your attack with the gap closer.
A smart person.
Yeah, see, that jump, man.
We have brains and then jump.
It's fair. You guys have a lot of, different items in your inventory that you guys could be using.
14.
14, what is the DC for ground? It should say it on there, on the gap closer. Or what the AC of the ground is.
Would it be stone?
Stone, it'd be a little less than stone. What's the DC for stone?
17.
17. No, this is like ground. It's not stone particularly. So I'll say a 14 does succeed. You guys see as this would be Zeldris and Magus. You guys see Skipop reach into his pockets and grab out like a small gadget that has like basically protrusions on both sides. As he jumps off the ledge, clicks on both sides, one spike just zoom and hits the anchor point, and the other side hits right where Odin's feet are, and he grabs onto it as he just zip lines straight down. And as he touches the ground, clicks it one more time as both of the arrows come right back in, and Skipop is just sprinting. And with that, you'd be able to catch up to Odin.
Activate my invisibility.
You can't use your action already.
You're right. God damn it.
Close. Luce, you're up.
Is anyone on the ground with me besides Odin?
You, Odin, and Skipop.
All right, Skipop, get on my back. Get on my back.
Odin or Skipop? Because Odin's like
Skipop.
Okay, so
I'm not a giant on my back.
So Skipop, the Moorbounder, tries to pick you up.
Sure. Still very weird.
You got it. All right. So the Moorbounder gets under you, and you guys begin running together.
I'm full dashing, so it's 140 feet.
Easily outrunning everybody, leaving Odin in the dust. Odin, it is your turn.
I'm running.
Odin's trying to catch up, but 140 compared to 60, he's still outrunning you. Zeldris, you guys.
I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
You got it. Zeldris, you see the other three are starting to get pretty far away.
Dang, that's crazy. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to open my wings and fly across the battlefield.
Okay. And with that, the only person left would be Lulu and Magus. Zeldris, what's your fly speed? 60, right?
I think it's just 30.
It's just 30? Okay, so you fly, even though you are safe, though, you fly 30 feet ahead and just begin cruising over. Andres, Magus, you and Lulu are left.
I mean, at this point, I think the best call is to keep running. I'm going to be honest.
At this point, you have to jump off.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's just you and Lulu.
The gap closer is still there.
Is the gap closer still there?
I didn't say I retracted it.
Oh, true.
So it would technically still be there.
That is true. Yeah, I might just use the gap closer and try and get down without like breaking my legs.
So you reach onto the gap closer and you just go ahead and just begin sliding down. And as you do, Lulu just keeps up with you, and you both you manage to hit the floor and just keep running. Do you bring the gap closer with you?
Yes.
Actually, you don't know how to work it. You never seen one of these before.
Oh, damn.
Make an intelligence check.
Oh.
Don't lose my gap closer.
Hit the button.
Make an intelligence check and see what you get.
19.
19, easy. You look and you see two different buttons. You're like, oh, it's got to be one. And you just manage to click the right one on the first try, and both the sides retract into the handheld version of it as you just look back as all the doubles are turning towards you, and you just start dipping.
Yeah.
And with that, Lulu does keep up with you and even catches up with the rest of you as you all begin to sprint into Avernus.
Nice.
Epic.
That's where we're gonna take our break for tonight, guys. So
Incredible.
we will be back in about 15 minutes. It's 9:40. So we're gonna go ahead and come back at 9:55. So we'll see you guys soon.
See ya.
See you all.
Peace.
Later.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Do that thing, girl. Got. Oh shit. Yo, guys. What's going on? We are back from our break. Let's kick it back off with the boys who are currently running ski pop on the back of a moorbounder, Odin in giant size, which quickly wears off after a minute goes by. Same thing with you, John, as your wings are flapping. You guys are running as fast as you can and flying as fast as you can. The wings end after a minute and you continue running with the group. Andres running with Lulu in tail. You guys manage to just keep running until you begin to hear the fighting begin to dissipate behind you as you look over your shoulder, and what was once a roaring area of bloodshed between demons and devils has now almost become out of sight. Zeldris.
Oh, never mind. You said it out of sight.
Okay.
Well, anyway, running through would any demons be within like a 15 radius of me?
Any of the devils that were in the rear that would have turned around to try to grab you were immediately incinerated by your spirit guardians.
All right, this will make some damage.
It was by Lulu.
It's like you know when you take a pencil and you shade the entire page, and then you take an eraser and you just run it through.
Yeah,
that's what you would have looked like going through a bunch of the lower tier devils, just kind of clearing them out.
Eldris and the whole army.
So you all eventually begin to slow down and catch your breath. You stop and begin to take in your surroundings. You've now landed on Avernus proper. And let me go ahead and describe what this...
Silas,
Yes.
look like you're on an episode of Ghost Adventures.
Nice.
Did you hear him?
Yeah, I heard him.
However, let me explain this hellscape that you now traverse. Avernus. As you look around, you see it sits under a hideous clouds that obscure and vault the sky, from which the occasional meteor strikes before crashing into the ground, almost like local shooting stars, until you come too close. Ambient light continually swells up from just below the horizon as though lit by 9 setting suns. Yet no actual celestial bodies fill the sky. No sun, no moon, or stars. The constant twilight makes it difficult to even tell what time it is. The atmosphere reeks of brimstone and burning tar, and hot gusts of wind shriek across the hellscape to scour the land below. These winds swirl into immense sandstorms into the distance. You could only imagine the strength and what they could do to a mortal. This is Avernus. The heat is blistering. You're tired already.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Whole team fucking here.
Yeah.
Who has the
We got
map
air conditioning or
of
something?
Avernus, by the way?
The map of Avernus.
Yes. Silvera gave it to one of you.
Let's just assume it's in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Someone
fair.
says it's ski bop.
Ski pop.
I got the map.
You got the gadget. So we'll just say it's in the bag of holding. You got the demon decks.
Yeah, I have the demon decks. I remember getting the map.
So you guys begin to look around and catch your breath. If you guys go ahead and role play and do as you like.
I'm taking perception check.
Go for it. Naked. What are you looking for? Just looking around.
Enemies, demons, devils, things that want to harm us. Bitches. What the fuck?
What'd you get? 8. You begin to look around and you try your best to kind of visualize anything without past a 60 feet range, other than this burning hellscape under your feet of dark, dirt and rock and stone that are cracked by what seems like little small pits and veins of lava or some type of heated rock. And immediately, as you try to peer past your surroundings, you feel the searing pain of roughly 12 spines that have been shot into your back. Um, and you don't notice too much more because of the pain.
Can one of you guys pull these out my back, please?
Odin will do it.
Odin, why do you have any accent?
Oh, I'm just saying Odin's gonna do it. Odin doesn't say anything. He's just smiling with malicious intent.
So Odin, you begin making your way to Ski Bop and heading over to his lab coat, which has been impaled with spines, and
This is reverse stabbing.
just begin yanking out the spines. Zeldris.
Reverse acupuncture.
I want to use the staff of healing and use cure wounds and Ski Bop.
You got it. What level?
I'm at 11 hit points.
2 from the staff. Not you what? Let's make it level 3 from the staff.
Level 3 from the staff? Okay.
Oh,
So that's gonna be
Make,
charges.
make sure you mark down the charges and how much does he heal?
And he heals. I'll just use the computer.
We're not in
You
this.
gain 19 hit points back, Ski Bop.
how many?
Ski Bop for 19 hit
19.
points.
I think this must have been healed in my D&D career. Other than aid.
There you go. So you received 19 hit points. Say it again?
I'm talking to Silas. I gave him AIDS last campaign.
That's true.
You gave me what?
AIDS.
You didn't give me AIDS. I was a robot.
No, the spell aid.
That said other than aid.
But
Yeah,
I did
I said
multiple
other than
times,
aid.
so therefore it's AIDS.
So you guys take out the spines out of Ski Bop's back. Zeldris using your staff of healing to heal him 19 hit points, and you all begin taking a breath under this oppressive heat. Lulu stops flapping her wings and just kind of like stands, sort of like almost quadruped. She gets on the floor. What would you all like to do or say?
Are you done pulling the spikes out of my back?
No.
Almost. There's many more.
Ow. Please.
Are we at the fortress?
No.
No.
We're still we just got off the chain.
Lulu speaks up and she goes, and she kind of like flutters up for a second and looks around. And behind you is the river Styx, where you came from. Ahead of you is it's far off, and Lulu says it should be in that direction, 10 miles or so, something like that. But over to what looks like almost like a small mountain range and off in the distance, about 10 miles.
Okay. Let's get to walking.
Wait, there's one more spike.
Oh, that's sorry.
What? There we go. Now we're back.
Let me refresh it. Oh yeah, we are back. All right,
Back
cool.
and better.
We are back, y'all. All right, awesome. All right, so go ahead and skip out. We left off where you were saying.
I'm gonna look at Zeldris this time. I'm gonna establish telepathic speech and go
Mm-hmm.
invisible. Get 'em.
Okay.
Outside, scary Zeldris. I'm gonna stay like this.
Oh, okay. I mean, why do you think I got my hood on?
I see
Helps
everyone.
blend in a little bit.
So just you pop your hood on, ski pop goes invisible. Anything else that any of you would like to talk about before you
Pass
get
Without a
started?
Trace is still up, by the way.
Say it again. Pass out a trace.
Yeah, it's still up on everyone, by the way.
You
Ooh,
got
me
it.
too.
How long did it get to where we are right now?
To from the top of the change, it would have taken you guys probably a total with the running, probably about 20, 25 minutes.
Okay. How much time would I have left on Spirit Guardians? Because I did it like towards the end.
Towards the end, yeah. You guys also ran for a while. How long does it last?
Uh, 10 minutes, I believe.
So it'd be running out about now,
Okay.
like roughly about a minute or two.
Right.
Okay. So you guys continue. 1 second.
I'm
Is any does anybody have an evil alignment?
Have a what?
Evil alignment.
I do not believe so.
I need more character development for
Last
that.
episode, we all revealed that Melee, Lucian, Magus are good, and Skibop and Zeldris aren't good, but they also aren't assholes. They're just little rascals.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
sounds good.
cool.
I just needed to double check. Now,
Well, wouldn't Gargoth count as evil?
Gargoth
in the
inside
back.
dimension
He's
pocket.
in the bag.
Yeah, do you want to take him out of the bag?
Yeah, you know what? Let me take him out the bag. Let me.
Yo, Skibot will personally come up and stab you.
Okay.
I got 12 spikes.
And you heard that in your head.
Maybe you can help us.
I am a literal animal.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
I'm chaotic good, but like with the whole thing with Vlaakith, I'm like kind of evil, I guess. Like, got evilness in my
What
veins.
does your alignment say?
I'm chaotic good.
yeah, your personal alignment is
The only thing that
is not
matters is the
Lucas.
last thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how this is gonna work, and I'm gonna have someone else roll for Lulu. So who wants to roll for Lulu? Zeldris?
Did it first.
First hand I saw. I need you to roll 2d8s.
It's so cold in my room. I don't like this.
I told you you're on Ghost Adventures. Well, Sean said.
There's a ghost touching your shoulders. That's
Oh my
what
god,
I
who's
call
that
it.
behind
Touching
you?
my feet, man. Shit, that's the only thing that's cold.
What'd you get?
That's 12 in total.
No. What did you get on each dice?
Oh,
God, that's why it's two
the
pops.
first one was a 6, and then the other one was a 6.
They were both sixes?
So in total, it was 12. You said 2,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, no. That's
All right, just
gotcha.
making sure.
Gotcha.
2 greater
So-
devils come out the ground.
You guys begin on your march, and you begin going, and going. It's interesting. The more you walk in that direction, it doesn't seem to be getting any closer. You spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours marching. And after 3 hours, you guys should be there at a normal pace walking. But you look around and the landscape seems to have changed.
I am confused.
Me too.
You guys were originally walking towards the mountain, but now you're facing the river Styx.
I'm gonna turn back towards the mountain.
You said 3 hours passed?
Yes.
I'm out of wild shape.
Okay.
I got kicked out of that from just,
3 hours have passed, and
chilling
you
here
guys.
because I can only do 3
Where's
hours.
Skibop?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. I can't see you. I'm just making sure.
So, you guys turn back towards the mountain, and do you begin walking again?
Can I? I'm trying to see. Can I roll Arcana? See if there's any illusionary magic going on around here.
Go for it. Make an Arcana check, Odin.
What direction was the river Styx from the mountain when we started heading that direction? Like it would be behind us, right?
It would be, yeah, the river Styx would be behind you as you're walking to the mountainside.
I'm gonna walk towards the river Styx.
I'm going to join him.
I rolled a 14.
Okay. A 14. You're not sure. With a 14, you're not sure what's going on. You start walking towards the river Styx. Is everybody joining him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Silas?
Where the hell we go?
Quick question. I just want to know, is telepathic speech like just my ability to do, or is it a spell? Because it doesn't tell me it's a spell.
It's just your ability.
Okay, so I can cast it even though I can do it even though I'm invisible.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
So you guys continue moving, and Odin, since you've been to this area, go ahead and roll 2d8s. And then tell me what you get on each individual dice.
All right. 7, 2.
2. It takes you about 2 hours or so traveling towards the river Styx, but eventually you start to hear battling again. And in the distance, across the river, you can see the horde of the blood war, the hordes of devils and demons fighting in the distance.
Okay, so that didn't work.
And since you reached your destination, I need everybody who is not an evil creature, who doesn't have an evil alignment, to roll a Constitution saving throw. And no, it is not against poison.
is it against being
Got a
charmed?
20 non-natural.
No, it's not charmed.
Is it against being frightened?
No.
Damn. Really trying on that one.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
That would be a nice.
What'd you get,
What was
Luke?
it?
19.
Silas?
14.
Oh wait,
And John?
natural 22.
And Andres?
It was a con saving throw, right?
Yes, sir.
Con saving throw. That would be a 13.
13. Skipop and Magus, you take 1 point of exhaustion each.
No!
Oh,
I think the exhaustion.
that's not good.
So go ahead and put onto your character 1 point of exhaustion.
What does that do again? Disadvantage on ability checks.
Let's see,
Boy,
what rate?
that's worse.
I guess
Wait
As
until you get 6 points.
as you,
Yeah,
oh,
you
yeah,
just died 6.
Yeah.
John would know.
Oh,
But you guys, as moving through these fields, through this decay, through this heat, through this oppressive nature of Avernus, it's treating your march, your walking like an oppressive walk. Everything is everything's 2 times harder to do with this heat that you're not used to. Traveling this distance takes a toll on your body. What would you like to do now?
So, like, we didn't, like, get turned around or anything like that?
No, you're right where you wanted to be.
interesting.
And we were, we can't see the fortress from where we are, right?
You could only see the mountain that supposedly it's at.
And when we first set off, we went with the goal of going towards the fortress, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And Zeldris, 1 second, Zeldris.
Yeah, I just wanted to do a perception check to see if there's another route somewhere that leads towards the mountain, but in a different way.
Go for it. This would be more of a survival because you're trying to like guide.
Okay.
The way you
And
said it, Alberto, makes me think of something.
Okay, I gotta post more to that.
That's D&D. Get you thinking.
I got a 16 for survival.
16. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Odin, did you have any questions, or was that all your questions?
So, when we first set off, our destination was the fortress, and it
Correct.
seemed like we didn't make any progress, correct?
Correct.
And at the end of our walk, we realized that we got turned around
Correct.
without realizing it.
Correct.
Okay, I have an idea. I have a theory at least.
Okay. Well, while you're contemplating that theory, Zeldris, you are looking down and looking for different tracks and trails. You do see trails towards the mountain. You even see footprints. You see a set of would be two, five, in fact, and they look fairly similar to your own.
Why does that footprint say Odin Gorikson on it?
Why does it say Andy with a backwards D?
You even spot a couple of other footprints, some cloven, some like webbed feet, and go ahead, and some like hooves. Go ahead.
Can I roll? I guess nature. I guess to see if I can deduce these tracks, or would it be something else I need to roll?
Arcana.
Arcana, even better.
Would these footprints look fairly fresh, or can I investigate them more to get a little bit more information on them?
1 sec. Magus.
Natural 20 plus 8, 28.
Okay. 1 second. So just with the 16, they aren't fresh per se. They're at least maybe half a day old. From a 16, you're not 100% sure, but it's anywhere between like half a day to like pretty recent.
Okay.
The ones that aren't yours. And Magus, you've been contemplating this entire situation the entire time with your very analytical brain and the training that you've had in the arcane. In your studies, you have heard of Avernus, and you've heard of people attempting to map out Avernus, but all of them going crazy. And this is due to the consistently changing terrain of Avernus. So to travel to any destination that you have not been to before is quite difficult.
I'm gonna turn to the party and just be like, gentlemen, it's not looking good. For you see, the reason Avernus is so dangerous to traverse is because it's never the same place twice. It's
Why didn't
the
you
ground
say this 5
literally.
hours ago?
Yeah,
I'm
I don't think we're gonna get nowhere. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere. I am hot too. Let's keep
very
up.
hot.
I'm very tired.
I noticed that, like, when we tried going to the castle, we got turned around. But when we went to the River Styx, we didn't get turned around. Because we knew where it was.
Correct.
So
And
if someone knew where it was, we would be good.
Yes.
Lulu speaks up and she goes, "Wait, but I know where it is. I can guide. I was guiding you there."
Let's go. Problem solved.
We followed.
I'll take the lead this time.
Lulu is naturally evil.
Oh, I didn't roll exhaustion. I didn't roll exhaustion for her. I should do that. My bad.
Oh, damn.
Thank you for reminding me. She has 1 point of exhaustion.
Damn.
Now, you guys, go ahead, Zeldris.
So, while the party proceeds wherever they're going, I'm gonna do that, but walking backwards.
Okay, you're gonna
I'm
walk
looking
backwards.
at the ground.
Zeldris is lost forever.
you wind up separate somehow. So you guys continue on the journey, and who would like to roll for Lulu? I saw Lelouch's hand up first. Lelouch, go ahead and roll two d8s and tell me what you get on each individual dice.
Well, I dropped some of my dice, so that's not epic.
We love that. Just 2d8s and tell me what you get on each individual
I'll find
dice.
that later. All right. First one's a 3. Second one's an 8.
Okay. So This time, you're all traveling through Avernus, staying on your way, keeping your eyes on the mountain, trained on the mountain. Excuse me. However, Zeldris turned around and using forced march, just continuing to perceive and watch the footsteps. You guys continue forward, and again, after 2 or 3 hours, 2 hours go by, and it just doesn't seem like you're getting any closer. It's just frustrating. You guys feel like it's just no point. And in that brief moment of that, you feel like you're about to give up. It's almost like you all blinked simultaneously. And as you open your eyes, you see it, the mountain in front of you.
Oh my God! Yes.
All I had to do was blink.
Finally.
You see, the main feature of this fort is a hand-shaped hill. Like the hand, imagine like my hand is the mountain and it's facing in your direction. And then there's like crevices in the center.
Mhm.
Neat.
You see, a fortified compound sits atop a low plateau that rises out of a crater pocked landscape. At the center of the compound is a hill of rusted colored stone that resembles a hand clawing out of the ground, with gaps between each of the fingers. A jagged wall of rock, bone, metal debris surrounds the hand shaped hill, almost as if a barricade. Other highlights visible from the distance include a gatehouse, atop which stands half a dozen small figures that seem to be walking back and forth. And just to give you like, basically, there's the plateau, which looks like a hand facing you all, with the crevices that kind of open up on each in between the fingers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's massive. It's like the mountain, basically. And then in front of it is this kind of like mishmash of bone and metal and different types of material, stone, which has been used as a massive kind of barricade against whoever or whatever might try to pass through and get towards the mountain. And there's a wash post in the center of it where small fingers are making their way around. And with the 3 hours of travel that you guys have made to get here, I need all of you to go ahead and make Constitution saving throw.
All right, let's go. Excited.
Natural one.
No, a 19.
15.
Magus, you're good.
Again.
What'd you get, Silas?
14 again.
So, Zeldris,
I got a 14 as well.
14. So the lowest, and Lelouch, what'd you get?
15.
15. Odin, you take a point of exhaustion.
Odin is dead.
And
That was all
for
6 exhaustion points.
Lulu also takes another point of exhaustion.
Oh,
Not the hit rat.
that's not good at all.
Artist.
What
You
does this
guys-
point?
You guys can see that Odin, Skipop, Magus, and Lulu look fairly tired at this travel. But what would you all like to do?
I'm going to go turn into
Greg.
a
A bear.
nope.
Why not, baby?
And
Damn.
one.
I'm going to turn into a warhorse
Oh,
so that I can hold Odin so that he doesn't have to walk and exhaust himself. And
Okay.
whoever also has a point of exhaustion.
How much can you hold? How many people can you hold?
Yeah. How
I
many
can hold
people?
2 people.
yeah.
Because I'm
2 people. So one more
2 people.
person.
I
I'll
guess.
take it.
I mean, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, you're exhausted, so I was already holding you.
Oh,
But
well,
I feel like we should.
me and Magus, because we're exhausted.
all right.
I can carry Lulu on my.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone carry Lulu.
Yeah, because the little baby, just carry her like a little baby.
Come on, Lulu.
So,
Right.
so Zeldris and Lelouch are the only ones without a single point, right?
Mhm.
Correct.
Yeah, so I was gonna say one of you
Got
two
shot
carry him.
with exhaustion?
Yeah,
Oh, if Ski Bob, since you have one, you go.
I said I was gonna get on the horse already.
He's
You
already
guys
gonna.
just didn't listen to me.
Yeah, he's already on the horse. I'll
No,
take.
I
I'll
knew
bite.
he
I'll
was
bite the
gonna
bullet
do
and keep walking.
I mean, I'll walk because I got better athletics.
Okay, so then I'll have
All right,
and
I
Maggot
guess.
on my back as a horse.
Climb up, man. I got you. Come on. I'm a big boy.
Yeah, carry me, Zelbers.
Okay,
This collapses.
you got it. So, who's riding on the back end?
Me.
You got it. So, Steep Up
And me.
and Magus. Got it. All right, awesome. So, you guys begin approaching the guardhouse, this ramshackle, put together guardhouse. And a couple of, as you get within 60 feet of it, a couple of the individuals up top take notice of you all. And as they begin coming over to the edge, you begin to see exactly what they look like. And give me 1 second, I will give you a description. Also, anybody that's still watching, hope you guys are having a great night. You're much appreciated.
Yes, we love every one of you. Mwah.
We got 3 viewers. 3 viewers.
If I could hug you, I would.
Same.
Think your Venmo. I'll give you $1.
What's 100 people join the chat, like dropping Venmos.
That's a joke. That's a joke. I don't have money in my account.
I'm in the chat right now. Slime me that buck.
I'll just use it.
Damn, that's great.
Run me that. Run me that check, yo.
You see, as you all look up, you see as a couple, what looks like 3 or so, and smaller individuals. And when I mean small, I mean small, smaller than Magus, begin to make their way to the edge. And you see, the first thing you notice is their massive red caps that they wear around their heads. Their face is showing. The red caps are kind of pulled backwards. You see tiny, blood-stained, almost looking like mushrooms, just kind of pushing their caps to the side. But they are humanoid. They're very, very small and skinny. They each carry these sickles that are almost the size of their bodies. Their mouths are almost good.
Are they like fey creatures or anything like that?
Yes, actually.
I would know it because I'm a druid.
So go ahead and roll a history check.
All right. Yeah, because I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I might know these homies. All right, history, horrible. But let's see this.
See about looks like I'm confused.
Woo! That's a 2.
So you do not remember that. You do like have some insight. Like these seem like fey creatures, but you're not 100% sure. Andres.
Wouldn't it be better to roll nature? Because nature literally says to recall information about fays, fiends, or undead. Doesn't it make more sense to roll for nature in that case then?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. You could roll nature if you'd like to as well.
Right. Yeah, I have advantage because of Hunter's Bane.
Can I roll nature instead?
Yeah, so you can roll nature instead.
Fact, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't know
That's-
that.
I didn't know that.
You made
Come on,
it.
boys.
You made a good argument, so I'll accept it.
Got him.
Like, good. I didn't even
And
know
that's even better because I got 19.
19,
I got a 16.
16. Okay. With that together, I'll give you the full description.
The power
I
of
was confused
friendship.
What they are.
Thank you.
So these little small creatures are referred to as red caps.
Oh.
A red cap is a homicidal fey creature born of.
Dude, I thought it was.
What?
Dude,
Why is this a
I'm
big
not
word?
done. I'm not done.
Dude, I thought it was a gnome.
Give me a second. Homicidal fey creature born of bloodlust. Although small, red caps have formidable strength. In the Feywild, or in places where the plane touches another plane, At a fake crossing, one or more red caps might appear where fresh blood soaks the ground. At first, new red caps look like tiny blood-stained mushrooms, just pushing their caps out of the soil. When moonlight shines on one of these caps, a creature that looks like a wizened, undersized gnome with a hunched back and a sinew frame springs from the earth. The creature has a pointed leather cap, pants of a similar material of the leather, heavy iron boots, and a heavy bladed sickle. From the moment it awakens, a red cap desires only murder and carnage, and it sets out to satisfy these cravings. Even if a red cap wanted to be stealthy, its iron boots force it to take a ponderous, thunderous step. And that's as much of a description I'll give you since you didn't roll 20s. There's more, but you didn't roll 20s.
Yo, he's just a beefed up Papa Smurf.
Actually,
Oh my
actually.
god.
And I will
Holy
go.
crap.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop a picture of what these
Like,
things
how tall are they?
They're
not tall, not
They're
tall.
small,
Like
They're sort of
gnome level? Or
like
You said they were-
two to two, like roughly anywhere between 1.5 to 2.5 feet.
yo,
like the
Jesus.
Gravity Fall
What?
gnomes. Like that's how
I-
big they are.
Dude, I straight up thought they were gnomes.
No,
Right?
they are. They're like homicidal gnomes.
Yeah.
Yes, basically.
They're just a different breed.
I love how that was like the first sentence.
I-
Homicidal.
Like the
What?
second, like the third word.
Just
Homicide.
born a menace. Why?
It's born a menace,
Homicide.
dude.
Why?
Off the bat.
However, the only people that know this and have not shared the information yet are Lelouch and Magus. So no metagaming. You guys,
Oh, wow.
you guys see as six of them make their way to the edge of the fort, and one of them yells out. He goes, "What's the password?" You hear another one yell out, "We don't have a fucking password, you idiot!" As they begin to yell at each other, and he goes, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" You hear another one. "I'm talking to you. You got a fucking problem? Since when do we have a fucking password, you dimwit?" He looks back. He goes, "You know what? I'm gonna make a fucking password." He looks over and looks at all of you. "What's the password?"
I'm gonna go and undo wild shape. I'm nudging my homie so that they can hop off first.
Okay.
Gonna walk up as a horse, revert, and then I'm just gonna go and yell out in Sylvan.
Go.
Okay.
Busting out a.
Orange, no?
So
Open sesame.
You say it in Sylvan?
Yeah.
Okay. As you say it in Sylvan, they all kind of stop and look over to you.
The fuck did he say?
And you just see these like bloodshot red eyes all peering at you as all of them look over and go, "Hey, he's a wise ass, ain't he, huh?" As they all begin running down a set of stairs that are out of sight. And after a couple of murmurings and like all you hear is like iron soles on fucking metal and stone as they're all kind of like imagine like clown shoes on gnomes as they're all just like running down these fucking steps towards you.
Made of iron.
And you see the fort door open for a brief second as all six of them run out to the front and shut it and go, come forward.
I'm like, I go and I'm gonna look at them. I'm gonna say, now, the thing is with these creatures, they are in my forest. They like to murder. They like to kill. They like to take. They are evil in nature. We do not really have any sort of terms with them because of how they are. Sometimes we see them, they try to attack. They're very small and they have metal shoes, so we just put them in mud or throw them in water and let that happen. But there's nothing like this around here. I speak a similar language.
What are you waiting for? Let's go.
I'm gonna reply in Sylvan. Waiting on my friends. Hold up. But I'm gonna be like, be very careful. They are strong. Let us go.
Ski Bop's still
We
invisible.
can get through this without having to engage in combat because that would be very bad.
Keep up. You're still invisible.
Yes.
Okay. You all begin making your way forward. Ski Pop, go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage.
Yeah.
15.
Okay. You all begin making your way forward. As the group of 6 red cats begin to meet you, you see that most of them have sickles, and the sickles are made for humans the size of a regular human, but they seem to all be carrying them very strongly. And you notice that one has a massive sheet of metal as a weapon, and you take a look at it, and it is a great sword, like the size of Odin's great sword, and it just wields it with one arm over the shoulder. And
What?
it is easily like 4 or 5 times size its body, and it's just like roided out arm, both sides, just looking over.
What do you call that guy? Oh, that's Guts.
As he looks over it, it's like a rusted iron greatsword. Like it is not taken care of very well. It is. You're definitely, if you ever get hit with this thing, you got all types of diseases.
You get tetanus by looking at it.
Exactly.
Literally.
Hook you up in the
As they look over to you and go, "Hey, little wise ass over here speaking Sylvan." I see, and you see the one with the great sword. Just, is there another Sylvan motherfucker here? I smell you. I can't see you, but I smell you.
What is a silver?
Elvish in nature.
From the Feywild.
Oh,
Where you at? I smell you.
Do halflings
Come
count?
on, come on. No, not you, motherfucker. There's another.
Oh damn! Moses!
What did I do? Didn't miss a
So
beat.
country.
What did I
Yeah,
do?
you-
waiting for this.
Oh. How far away exactly is he?
You guys are like at this point you've gone to meet them, so you're within 10 feet of each other.
I'll establish a telepathic speech with him. I'm somewhat invisible. And,
No, absolutely not. No. And he starts smelling again, and he points his sword in your direction. This massive great sword. And he goes, "I'm not with the shits. I'm not with it.
You can see my feet.
I'm not with it.
You can see my steps. I'm gonna start stepping around.
Come." Is he naturally invisible? No way. There's no.
actually, I have not seen his actual form once in the several months we've been traveling together.
Make a deception check.
I think he's been. Fuck, guidance.
Make a sleight of hand check if you want to give him guidance.
I already have advantage because of Cloud Rune, so
Oh, never mind.
Who knows?
it's all probably gonna be bad because I have a -2.
Make a deception check. Let's find out.
Oh, I thought that.
Oh boy, 5. I rolled a 7 and a 1.
It would have been a -1 if he had that.
Well, and he rolled a natural 20.
Oh, this
Oh,
So-
my
goodness.
again, you know.
He goes, I can smell a liar.
How do you smell a liar?
Hold on.
And I smell that Sylvan bastard. And go ahead, Silas.
After Odin says that, I'm going to like fake a sneeze and come out of invisibility. It's you.
Not even like a good one. You just go, a sneeze.
Sorry, that happens whenever
I'm
I sneeze.
congested.
He looks over and goes, "What happens whenever you're a daft bastard and you're a fucking liar, and both of you are fucking liars, and you don't know the fucking password." And then another one comes over with the sickle and like hits him on the head and goes, "There's no fucking password. God fucking damn it." He looks over to all of you and goes, the one with the sickle, and he goes, "Listen to me. You want to get in here? I want you all to do a backflip right
A backflip?
Oh
Yeah,
fuck.
Wait, a backflip?
Do a backflip right.
Yeah. You guys want to see something really cool?
If it's a backflip, yeah.
I'll do a really cool backflip, but don't worry. I'm not going to do nothing crazy. I'm just going to do something real quick. And I'm going to back up a little bit.
Okay.
Giants might.
Oh, you go double the size. You get bigger, and they're like, "Oh,
Now watch this shit. Backflip.
make a acrobatics check."
Oh, God, no. I was hoping that's better.
It could be. I'll say it's either or. Magus,
Can I also try and make
I'm
a
gonna go. I'm just
backflip?
gonna pat.
Go for it, go
I'm,
for it.
I'm gonna pat Odin. You got this. Guidance.
all right.
Wait. Is Magus doing it?
Yes.
Yeah, but I have. Here's the thing, though. I have a +9 in acrobatics, so you're gonna get a 1. I'm getting a 10.
Oh, my God.
So give it to Odin because he's choking.
Yeah.
No, I actually did really good.
Oh.
29.
29.
Oh.
And what'd you get, Andres?
Uh-oh. Now I'm scared. Oh, okay. A 20.
A 20. With that, you see
Unnatural.
Giants Mike Odin and Magus both together, like it's the Olympic Games, like diving off of a freaking springboard onto the diving competition, go into a straight front flip, back flip, a whole somersault routine like Simone Biles out here, and lands it perfectly as the Red Caps look over and go, that's all right. That's what I like to see. Good stuff.
I'm
Good
just
stuff.
going to do a bow.
All right.
Like,
That's
I'm
what
gonna do
I
a
like to
bow.
see.
I'm gonna do a bow as well. So,
You guys do the bow, and then another one steps up and he goes, "That was real cool. Can you do some push-ups? Let me see some push-ups.
Push-ups?
They definitely get in here.
oh, that's easy.
I can do those. No problem.
Let's go. Let's see who gets
Yo,
push-ups.
Lelouch, get on my back.
wait.
I'm gonna
Wait. Push-ups would be what? Athletics?
Strength. Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Never mind.
Odin's doing the push-up
Nope.
with Lelouch on his back.
And I'm doing push-ups on his back.
Go ahead. Both of you make strength checks.
Giants might got advantage.
I'm gonna just cheer them on for this.
Can I use
Same.
guidance on myself?
Cast light on them.
No, you can't.
I got an
It's
18.
creatures.
Alright, I'll
You
use guidance on Odin.
Yeah.
Take it 12.
Oh, okay. That's 21 then.
21.
My strength. Do I have advantage because I work out all the time?
No.
I've trained for this.
No.
Come
Alright, because it was a 7.
A 7. Being on top of Odin while you're doing it kind of throws you off. You get, you get like 10 in before like your rhythm is kind of thrown off and you almost fall off. But Odin's like picking it up, just going nuts on the floor, pushing. Elders.
While this is happening, how focused are these red caps?
They are so focused. They are like laughing. They're foaming at the mouth, at the sides. They're like red eyes are like darting around, and they're laughing and like throwing each other around.
Are there any more in their fort looking at us?
Make a perception check.
Shit. All right. I'm gonna get see how much plus I get today. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. You look over at the red caps and you notice that some of them do have some pouches over by their waist that seem to have some change in it. You can hear them kind of jingle. You look up towards the top of the post, kind of just taking stock of everything while this entire thing is happening. And you don't spot any more of the guards. They're out of sight on top of the outpost, or there aren't any more on top of the outpost. And you don't particularly hear anymore. Magus?
I'm gonna try and put this level 1 in rogue to decent use. Can I roll for stealth and just kind of sneak around? Get a better layout of the land.
how are you stealthing is the question. Because right now there isn't any place to actually stealth to.
Do a Skyrim.
Just crouch.
Because you're all in essentially plain sight.
Oh, I'm gonna
That's
tell
true.
the red caps. You want to see something cool?
Yeah.
Do any of you have a dagger on you?
And one of them pulls
30
out
of
a
them.
dagger,
They all have
30 of them.
daggers.
tips it over to you.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna
Throw it up into the air really quick,
Mm-hmm.
and then the arm, reach that shit out,
And just
grab it, and then what the thing is, I want to kind of almost like Luffy that shit, use it, and just throw
Just
it
toss it.
extremely far.
easy enough with the vine. You smash onto it. They're like, as you whip your hand off in the direction, the dagger just flies off.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna lean into the one. Just tell him I can kill men from 400 meters away.
Let's go. I like that. I like that.
Ski bop.
Since I still have the tough ass speech with the leader per se, I'm gonna ask him, how you know about the Feywild?
You ask him, and he looks over. He just looks over to you and glares. Get out of my head. I'll kill
That's
you.
not fun.
I'll kill you. Glares at you with these beady red eyes. He goes.
What you mean by that?
Fine.
Trying to get into.
He raises up a single fist.
Alright, fine. I'll start talking out loud. How you know about the Feywild?
The red caps are all just polos. They just have red polos on there.
On? What you mean by that?
He goes, I don't like you.
Hmm.
You smell like shit.
Oh,
Whoa.
We haven't taken a bath in legitimate days.
Smell like shit,
that's
huh?
fair.
No, that's not the shit I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fucking daisies and roses and flowers and everything nice and spice type of nice. Just that type of bullshit.
You
like
still haven't answered my question. How do you know about the Feywild?
Why should I answer your question? You were invisible.
I was invisible, protecting myself from demons.
He just kind of glares at you. And then another one comes and like pushes him. And he's like, all right. We're moving on to the last challenge for you to get in these doors. Are you guys ready?
Sure.
Wait, what kind of challenge is this?
They all look at each other and they like huddle together and like they're like dipping their heads in and looking off to the side to see if you're like peeking as they're kind of like whispering to each other. They all like get out of the group, huddle together and look over to you all and go, you're strong, right?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
maybe.
Kill the dragon.
Kill each other right now.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
What?
That's not fun.
What's
Okay.
wrong? Aren't you strong?
Wait.
Fight.
What about this? You know what would be really fun? If we did this. We fought each other. You guys fought each other. And then the winner fight each other.
Well, that's kind of huge.
Make a
That's a big
persuasion
brain.
check.
That's big brain. That's
Guided
big
brain.
brain.
That's 7.
They all look at each other like,
Minus 2.
that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. They all kind of like whisper, damn, that's a good idea.
Worked?
I'd love to see some bloodshed right now. And then the big one with the greatsword comes around and he takes the flat end of the greatsword and like sweeps them like a broom, moves them out of the way, and walks over to the front and goes,
At first, I thought he leaves all of them in half.
I said he takes the flat
Done.
end, the flat
What's
hand.
going on?
You know.
And he looks over to you all and goes, all right, we're done fucking with them. Come on, you can come inside. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
You bunch of fucking pussies.
Wow.
Open the door! And you guys see as the wrought iron stone door begins to and begin to open up.
Wow.
Excuse me.
I don't like them.
Would I be able to make an insight check real quick?
On who?
On him for malicious intent, because does he read just murderous intent? I don't know.
Go for it. Go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay, I think that's not too good. That's an 8.
Nate, you've never really encountered a red cap before, so it's particularly hard to tell their intentions. And on top of attempting to, figure out their intentions, they are naturally malicious in nature.
Oh.
And it is confusing because of how ferocious they are and how comical they look with on top of their bloodthirst that they constantly emit. So it's really hard to tell his intentions at this given point. But the doors do open. As both of the doors open, you guys are all let in. And as you begin walking in, you see the area enclosed by the rampart is littered with trash and mechanical parts, similar to a junkyard. Some put together in a way that resembles a vehicle. Ramshackle structures built from the same junk as the outer wall provide shelter. A platoon of small fey creatures mill about, all looking like feral gnomes, which you know are redcaps. They litter this entire area, just multiple redcaps looking through different types of junk and mechanical pieces, looking through each one and examining it, throwing it into separate bins. You see, several of them sport these same red caps which they identify with some of them dripping with a type of liquid that you recognize as ichor. You then begin to look around and notice a pair of Kenku examining one of the strange vehicles, chattering to each other in high-pitched squawks. These Kenku carry an assortment of strange tools. When they see you as the door opens, they turn and stare and wander as both of their heads cock. And you both, or excuse me, and all of you hear as Lulu goes, Chuka, Clunk, it's been so long. And that is where we're ending off tonight.
I'd like to name
Oh
Chuka.
wow.
I'm just gonna say one thing. When Sean went and tilted his head like that to mimic the crows, he cracked the shit out of his neck. It just went, like you said, they made like a click sound and just went. And I was like, holy shit.
But that is where we're ending off today. I think that's a good point to end off. If we keep going, it'll probably.
Can we just travel with the red caps? I feel like it would be really fun.
That would be
Yeah.
absolutely terrible.
I would
I
not
mean-
like to just because of,
Comically, it would be hilarious.
I know what Odin's doing after the campaign.
You can certainly try. But for right now, guys, we are going to log off and finish up for tonight. We are done. If we kept going, this probably would have lasted probably another 2.5 hours or so, which would be way too late into the day.
actually.
So we're going to end off here. We'll pick up next time. We have plenty of stuff to go through. I hope everybody that's still here and watching had a great time. And I will see you next week on Thursday. See you guys.
Everybody,
Bye.
Guys and gals,
Yeah.
take care.
have a good one.